Hello and welcome to Paints and Sinners again. Today we're going to test the new Army Painter World War II German paint set, and I'm gonna test it with these minis that's on top of the box. We can just remove them for a little bit. Should we just show what's in the box one more time? I've shown it in the unboxing video, but I guess it belongs in a video where I'm painting up stuff as well. Well, this is the front of the box. And this is the back of the box. I can say one thing that I am slightly missing perhaps is that rather than giving us this painting guide for beginners, I don't know how many pages it is, it's all color and really nicely done, it's nothing wrong with this, but in a set like this you could have printed a guide on how to paint the different German uniforms instead. I think that would have been a much better complement to the box than this one. Not that there is anything wrong with this one. It's a great guide for beginners, etc. Maybe even for experienced painters, I don't know. But that's just my opinion. What we have here are all the colors. How many colors are there? 14 acrylics, 1 metallic, 1 effect and 4 washes. So what I was wondering is, because what we are going to do in this video, well, you can see all the colors here. I think it's quite pointless for me to go through them all. The one color I'm just a little bit confused about is Tanker Gray. Who had Tanker Gray what? Because the Germans had black uniforms, if I remember it correctly, in the Panzerwaffen army, in the armor, what do you call it? Armor divisions, armored personnel, the guys who was running around in tanks. Yeah, that's it. I think they were dressed in black most of the time. Maybe variation, but Tanker Gray, I'm not sure. I'll see if I can look that up. Anyway, what we are going to paint are these minis, and one is, as you can see here. Can you see it? I'm always a bit worried if I'm in the center or not. This is Tamiya Military Miniatures German Assault Troops Infantry. I have a video out where I build this mini. It's quite nice, I would say. It comes from this box, which you can see in the build video as well. I'm not sure if it's quite tall, the box, but it's quite nice. I think I came to the conclusion that this box was released in 1974, so it has some years on its neck, as we say in Sweden. But anyway, it's quite nice. And then I've given it a zenithal. I'm not sure, I guess you'll see that after this part of the video, because obviously I've already given it black and white base coat, and I filmed that. So, and the other two are from Airfix German Infantry. 1 grenade thrower and 1 submachine gunner. Looks like this. I did not file away the mold lines. Maybe I should have. But anyway, they're also in black and white, of course. And I was figuring, I'm not sure if it's possible, but two of these three will be painted in standard German uniform, I think, unless my imagination comes up with something else. But one of them, and I think this one, I was going to try to give him that German camo, Flecktarn. You know, can I do that with this set? I'm not sure, because Flecktarn is like 5 colors, but it should be green. Maybe what it is missing is a really light green, I think. I will have to see that. So this will be a mixed video of the Tamiya miniature, the painting of this one, the painting of the 2 Airfix figures, and a test of this box, what we can do with it. What can we do with the box of colors? Well, I guess we can paint, and that's what we're going to do. And I will use nothing else than this box, so help me God. So I guess I'll let you see when I prime them. maybe, if that's of interest. I'm not sure. Some short part, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, let's get on with it. So, as you can see, I've primed the minis black. I've been using Army Painter, spray can, black. Just black. And I like to do this because if you cover it all in black, I'm going to give it a white zenithal as well. But if you cover everything in black, especially on the underside, if you should miss a tiny part, it doesn't stick out that much, unless you paint the minis white, of course. But anyway, now let's just have them dry, and we're going to give them that zenithal. Okay, so now the figures have dried, and I guess it's time for the white. I'm gonna use. Can you see it? I have to put it down like this. Citadel color Wraith bone for the. I can't open it. Oops, that was more violent than necessary. But I guess I'll just spray, and you can just watch. Starting off with this one. Can I do it like this? Oops, that's a lot of color. That is okay. I hope it looks okay. This is not a very important part of the video anyway. It's just me giving a zenithal. And look at that helmet. I must have touched him there. Inappropriate. I guess I'll give him a little whirl of the Wraith bone again. And now it's soon time to start painting. Hooray! So, just a follow-up to what I just said. I was talking about doing Fleckton camo on this guy, but I decided to do that, to try to do it with the available colors in this set in another video. Just saying. I'm just saying. So now let's start painting the other two guys with standard infantry uniforms. Alright? So we'll start off with dark Feldgrau on the uniforms. I've thinned it somewhat with water, with paint, I almost said, but just a smooch to get it a little bit more running. Maybe we'll need 2 coats, I don't know. I'll keep painting and you'll see the result in a while. Okay, so this is the result so far. So it's only the dark Feldgrau as a base for the uniforms. You can see them here. Now I was thinking I'm gonna do the straps and the boots and the belts will be matte black. I think that'll work. But for the submachine guns, I'm gonna mix the black with the steel color, because when you look at original weapons from back in the day, they aren't pure steel, they aren't pure black, they are something in between. So maybe that'll work. We'll just have to see. But we'll start off with the black. So okay, the black is done. As you can see, I need to fix up some details that I missed. Some black came onto the uniform, etc. But that's what happened. I'm not sure about the color that I mixed up for the MP40s here, if that is okay or not. It's better than just black. But if you look at some old photos, it's more metallic, but still black. So I don't know. I've been watching the German helmets, and they seem to come in a variety of colors, but mostly gray, green or black. So I figured I'll paint the helmets black, because green seems just a little bit off. Even though, not sure if we have any You see here they have a cover of it, but here it's grey-ish, black-ish. Hard to tell the color really. Looks black on some pictures. Maybe they were black when they were new. I don't know. But we can have a look at the other boxes as well. If we have a look at Airfix. That one looks like it's the same color as the uniform. That one looks black-grey on the back. There it looks like it's the same color as the uniform. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't paint black, I don't know. I think there are variations really. Okay, I'll paint one of them black, I guess. I don't know about the color of the machine gun. I thought it would be more silverish, steelish than it came out. So we'll paint. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's jump the boat, jump the gun, whatever you say. I'll paint this guy's helmet black, just for the heck of it. We'll have some variations. Maybe it should be more grey than black, I'm not sure. But like the Gala helmet for the SS, but definitely black, but I guess maybe not in the field. Maybe it was, because in some pictures you can see German soldiers, the helmets absolutely look black. Sometimes more grey, sometimes green, sometimes green-grey. So I don't know. We'll just paint it black. We'll get variations, you know. So for this pack behind the water bottle, I'm gonna go with camo sand. It looks quite bright on the pictures I've seen. I think that's the same pack as he has there. In the previous video I said it might be for maps, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, we're gonna use camo sand and see how that looks. I don't know. Can't know until you tried it, I guess. I think this might need more than one layer. I guess. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I could also be very, very right. And then you will not laugh at me anymore, like you did. It's a little bit too bright maybe, but we'll try it. We'll try it. I'll finish it. You'll see it later. Yep. So, now I saw this one, strap grey, in the box. And I'm not sure about straps. They look more black to me, sometimes brown, maybe sometimes grey, I don't know. I'll shake it up and I'm gonna try this on the other guy's helmet, because many times they look, yeah, I don't know, green, more grey than black, but I don't know. It's so confusing. Let's shake up the color and try it on his helmet and see what it looks like. So let's try it. See what happens, what it looks like. Somehow I already think this looks more like, I shouldn't say more like what the helmets used to look like, but what many helmets have looked like when I've watched pictures from back in the day. I'm not sure if it's exactly right, but... So what do you say? It's starting to dry. Yeah, I'll keep them this way, I think. One black and one strap grey. Was that the name? No, that was matte black. Strap grey. Yeah. Looking good. So now we're gonna try the weathered skin. It looks really pinkish to me, but I guess we'll just have to see, like always. Getting some on the brush. Oh, start off with this guy. was very thin paint. Feels like it's very thin. Oh, maybe not that thin. Maybe not that pink either. Well, I think I'm getting slightly tired. I'm doing mistakes that I shouldn't be doing, but that's part of the game. Here you can see the skin tone. It definitely needs another layer. And I can see that my coverage hasn't been that perfect. It will need some touching up. If I didn't show that before, this is the pooch after the second layer. A little bit too bright, maybe. But anyway, and this is the other guy. More mistakes on this one than on the previous one. But that's nothing that can't be fixed with some paint. Look at me being clumsy. I got skin color on the uniform. And his ears are really poking out. I think I got the helmet on a little sideways on this guy, but hey, shit happens, doesn't really matter. That's what it looks like now. I'm sure further in the video you will see it with 2 layers, or well, I will, if it takes more than 2 layers, I will tell you. And that's the pooch of that guy. So time for some details that I will paint with leather brown. I'm not sure, they look almost red in some cases, but we'll try this. We do have some other brown colors in this set, and we do have rifle brown, which actually is a little bit more red. Maybe I should use that instead. And we do have camo brown, which is a bit lighter but also more reddish. What I am painting is the ammo bag, and they sure look like they are more red leather. On the other hand, if you look at the Airfix box, the water bottle, or whatever you want to call it, looks like more reddish, while these pooches here are black. It confuses the hell out of me. Yeah, the water bottle is reddish. Those are reddish. I think the color that looks the most like that is probably camo brown. Let's try it. You know what? I just decided camo brown on one of the minis, leather brown on the other one. And we'll just be able to compare. I mean, this is a test of the color, so why not? Why the hell not? I just realized this guy doesn't have that much that should be brown, but I think I'll paint that little. I'm not sure if that pack is the same as he's carrying on the back. I have no idea. I'll paint that in leather brown anyway, just because I want to try the color. Because I mean, that's what this video is all about, right? Yes, it is, yes. Oh, that is beautiful. That is perfection. Okay, so I hope this gets in focus somewhat. This is the progress so far with the 2 soldiers. I know the pooch, which is almost yellow, it will be darkened hopefully a little bit when I apply the shades. And then we have the highlights, and then we start to get ready, I think. So far it's looking okay, I think. I've done lots of fixes. I guess it's not perfect, but I'm human, so I am not perfect. So, you know, fun to try out for sure. And it'll be really interesting to see the result after we get some highlights and shadowing. Okay, so this is a turning point in the video, maybe you could say. We have the basic color down, I guess you could say that. Maybe some misses that will fix later on, but anyway, what's going on now is the field grau or field gray colors. So we have done dark feldgrau on the uniforms. I'm guessing that should be reserved for the shadows, where we want it somewhat darker in color. And I guess that the uniform should mostly be mid feldgrau, and then you should do some highlights with this light feldgrau. That's my assumption, and that's what we're gonna do right now. But first, I had the Tamiya German soldier on this base which I was not happy with. It's not the right base. I got 2 packs of these Green Stuff World 30mm bases from Alpha Spel in Sweden. Highly recommended. They are not the only good hobby store, but they are a good hobby store. But I'm not sponsored by them. I got 2 packs of these, so I have 40 30mm bases. I'm gonna put the Tamiya on the square base instead because I like that better. Don't ask me why, because I have no defense for that. I just want him on a square base. That's nicer according to me in this case. Okay, so going in with the Midfelgrau. I guess I'm gonna dilute it somewhat with water. So where should we start? It's a lot lighter than the dark Felgrau, you can see that for sure. Here is what they look like right now. I used a slightly different technique on the Tamiya guy. Maybe it looks a little bit more promising. So I'm gonna try a little trick here to bind the colors together better. And I'm thinking Midfelgrau should be the main color of the uniform. I'll mix that with contrast medium to get a thin, somewhat transparent color, or whatever you want to call it, and apply that on one of the soldiers and see how that looks. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I think that works quite okay. It smooths out the transitions between the paints. Not looking too shabby. I'm also working quite quick here because time. Here's one thing that might be needed in this video, because I haven't used all the colors in the set, and you want to see all the colors, I guess. I would. So I have Camo Sand, Tanker Grey, German Camo Green, Rifle Brown. Steel I've used, but only for very small parts, so that could be nice to see. Matte White, Command Red, Leather Brown, and Rust. So I figured I'm going to use these on a totally different Mini. After having some trouble choose a Mini to paint, I just picked an old Space Marine. And I will not try any specific chapter or something like that. I'll just paint away with the colors that we have, and you can see them on a Mini, how they look when they've dried, etc. We'll try that. And I won't show anything while I'm painting it. We'll just show it afterwards with all the colors applied somewhere that I can point out to you. So this is the finished result of using the Army Paint historical paints, the German set. I'm quite pleased with them. Could have spent a little bit more time perhaps. As you can see, I've done the bases as well with the base ready pine forest ground cover. Need some cleaning up on the sides for the Tamiya Mini. All in all, they work well for what they want to do, I would say. I can see there's some misses on them, still shining through, but yeah. Anyway, I'll have to fix that later on. I'm so sorry for that. Didn't notice before I started recording. But it's a good set. It's the colors are quite good. I don't know, there is really nothing to complain about. It's that tanker grey that I can't really get my head around, as you say. I know I used contrast medium from Citadel to thin out the Felgrau. I could have used water as well, so it was just I had at hands, so to speak. So all in all, works well, looks good. According to me, could look even better if you were better painted than me, or if you spent more time with it, I guess. As I said, there are some details I could fix up on these guys that would make them look even better. But hey, it is what it is. So, here we have the Space Marine. He has nothing to do with World War II, but there was some colors I needed to test further, as you say. For the browns, they cover extremely well. They did not really need a second layer, even though I did it. Same goes really for the steel color. You don't have to paint that twice. Now for the sword, one side, the one you're looking at right now, I used a black tone to shade it somewhat. The inner side is not shaded, so that's the difference there. On the big weapon in his right hand, I've used rust. One side is mainly steel, one side is black, but there are rust on both sides. So I'm not sure, they call that effect paint. Not so much effect according to me, but I guess it works for rust. But you might need one or more tones to make it realistic, I'm not sure. White was of course the color that covered the least good, as you can see on one of his shoulder plates, and now it stopped. Second worst was, I guess, the blue, tanker blue, and the camo sand. The red wasn't perfect either, but it looks really nice looking at it now. I think the batteries is going, they work really well, these colors, according to me. You have the green as well. I almost forgot that on his chest plate. Let's just turn him around so you can see that. On the left side I used a military shade. It can be viewable perhaps. I'll try to zoom in so you can see it. On the right side, no shade. So yeah, it's a versatile set that you can use for many things. Space Marines is one, apparently I mean. Oh my god. Anyway, that's it for the Space Marine. Yeah, I hope you got something out of watching this video. Otherwise, feel free to comment and tell me what I missed to do. I'm sure there's something. I'm not perfect. I'm just a guy. You know, so I'm sure there are things I could have done better. And feel free to tell me, or if you liked the video, you can tell me as well. I just hope you liked it and that you had fun and some use for it. Fun while watching, or fun, I don't know. Thought it was interesting perhaps, or liked it anyway. If you do, you can subscribe and all that stuff. Not gonna nag about that, but it will be appreciated if you do, of course. And with that said, it's goodbye for this video. I can just wish you happy hobbying, and that I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.